coming in, no relief coming in for Anil Deshmukh. The Supreme Court has passed an order in the Maharashtra government. Anil Deshmukh case, no relief to Anil Deshmukh from the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court has dismissed the petition by Anil Deshmukh and the Maharashtra government against Bombay High Court order for a CBI inquiry. The Supreme Court has held that the persons involved do require investigation by an independent agency. What's been directed is a preliminary inquiry and they're not inclined to interfere, and hence the case stands to be dismissed. Anisha Mathur is joining us. Anisha, big setback coming in for the Mahavikas Aghadi Sarkar, especially Anil Deshmukh right there. The Supreme Court has gone ahead and dismissed this petition that is coming in, which also means that now Anil Deshmukh would be investigated by a central agency.
Well, yes, the Supreme Court has very clearly said that it is not inclined to interfere, that the fact that there are very senior officials involved in this matter, the fact that the Home Minister and the Commissioner of Police are involved and the kind of allegations that have been raised require that there be investigation by an independent agency. This is a very, very important comment coming from the Apex Court, with the bench of Justices S.K. Kaul and Hemant Gupta both questioning why there is an objection to a CBI inquiry, particularly since there is only a preliminary inquiry that has been ordered and not a detailed investigation. The court has said that at this stage it is not inclined to interfere in the matter, which basically means that the CBI, which has already sent in teams to the Maharashtra and started the preliminary inquiry, will go on with its investigation. Anil Deshmukh will have to face this inquiry by the Central Bureau of Investigation. The court has also questioned whether a suspect or an accused in a case, in fact, has the right to be heard in a case at all. But at the end of the argument, the court noted that since the people involved in these allegations are very, very senior officials who had been working together for a long time before there was a fallout between Parambir Singh and Anil Deshmukh, between the Commissioner and the Home Minister, they believe that the only solution is an inquiry by an independent agency. Back to you.
Absolutely, and hence, this is a big setback that is coming in for the Mahavikas Aghadi Sarkar on the back of all the allegations that have been even made by Parambir Singh. Anisha, if you could explain the kind of setback this is going to be for the Maharashtra government at this point of time.
Well, at this moment, see, because the Maharashtra government and Anil Deshmukh had raised two preliminary objections. They had said that A, we have not allowed, we have withdrawn consent for CBI inquiry in our state, therefore the court should not have gone there. And B, that the court should not have passed any orders without hearing us, because there is no direct evidence whatsoever. The only allegations that are there are on the basis of hearsay evidence. Remember, this is an argument that both Mr. Sibal and Mr. Singhvi stressed again and again, that Parambir Singh, even in his letter or any statement that he's made, has not raised any direct evidence of corruption against Anil Deshmukh. He has said that some other official has informed him that he had heard from another official completely that there was an allegation of corruption. So in this situation, the Maharashtra government and Anil Deshmukh had said that Parambir Singh's statement should not have been taken seriously at all, because such an investigation could not have been ordered. Now that argument has been dismissed by the Supreme Court, which says that since the people involved are of such a stature that it is the Commissioner of Police making an allegation against a Home Minister, the only solution is to have a CBI inquiry. So there the argument of the Maharashtra government that there is no evidence whatsoever and therefore the court should not have gone into the question at all is sort of been dismissed by the court, which says that even whatever there may be, whatever allegation there may be, whatever evidence there may or may not be, it is a requirement for a CBI inquiry. So this is sort of a law.
Hold on right there. We even have our reporter from Mumbai joining us at the moment. Divyesh, I can see, is joining us from Mumbai on this story. Divyesh, just a while back, we also broke the story about how Prakash Javadekar as well has questioned just this on the silence of the Mahaghadi Sarkar on Deshmukh, Anil Parab and Sharad Pawar being named by Sachin Waze in the NIA statement. So it is all kind of, even the Supreme Court dismissing this case, it is all circling back to Anil Deshmukh and the heat growing on the Mahavikas Aghadi Sarkar.
Yes, Chati, the allegations leveled by the former Commissioner of Police Parambir Singh against former Home Minister Anil Deshmukh were of very serious nature. He had alleged that Anil Deshmukh, through Sachin Vaze and one ACP, Sanjay Patil, had asked them to collect extortion amount of rupees 100 crores a month. This in itself, Home Minister who controls the police force across the state, he asked a police officer to collect 100 crores in extortion every month from bars and restaurants in Mumbai. That is what has been considered as of serious nature by the Supreme Court, and that is why the plea by Anil Deshmukh and Maharashtra state government has been dismissed, and the CBI preliminary probe as ordered by the Bombay High Court is allowed. The CBI team is already in Mumbai. They've recorded the statement of Jayashree Patil, who was a petitioner in this case, and they are also going to summon and examine few other people, which includes former Mumbai Police Commissioner Parambir Singh. They've already sought permission from the NIA court to examine and record statement of Sachin Vaze, who's the prime accused in the Antilia bomb scare case. Remember, the Antilia bomb scare case opened a can of worms, and all these details have come to light. Sachin Vaze, in a tell-all letter which he which he wanted to submit to the NIA court, though the letter was not accepted, has clearly alleged that Anil Parab asked him to collect 100 crores in extortion from blacklisted BMC contractors. He also asked him to target SBUT trustees to collect 50 crores as bribe from them for a preliminary inquiry going on against SBUT. Meanwhile, Home Minister Anil Deshmukh asked for rupees 2 crores after his reinstatement and for his posting, which he was told that he could pay later. The letter also names Ajit Pawar, who's the deputy CM.
All of these developments, Divyesh, are just giving more ammunition and fuel to the BJP now to attack the Maha Vikas Aghadi government.
Exactly, Chaiti. The opposition is attacking the Maha Aghadi government, the tri-party government that is being run in Maharashtra by Congress, Shiv Sena and NCP as allies. Now, we'd earlier seen that Shiv Sena Minister Sanjay Rathod, who had been named in suicide of a TikTok star, he had to resign, after which Home Minister Anil Deshmukh's name was brought in by former Police Commissioner Parambir Singh.
All right, I'm compelled to take a very short commercial break. On that note, Divyesh, we'll come back to you on this story in just about a bit. When we return, CBI to grill arrested cop Sachin Vaze today on alleged 2 crore bribe sought by former Maharashtra Home Minister Anil Deshmukh.